Hello everybody, this is Elijah Keating from wisdomseekers.net. This is my logo. Phoenix Rampant and Phoenix Rising. And this is for October 18th, 2023. And I'm just going to get into it because what's the energy like? People are going, it's really bizarre, this really strange energy, and that's about all I can figure out right now. Is the energy is really strange, and we have to learn to re-navigate. What do I mean by that? Some of the signs that we had in the past no longer fit for now, and so when we go do something that we have done in the past, because this is what triggered it, those triggers no longer work. So you have to sit back and go, what do I do now? How do I react to this now? And with your being authentic, then you have no problem. It just goes into, you do what you do authentically. Because the more authentic you are, the more you're just going to react, because that's what it feels like. That's what I would do. But with your doing it from a bias of ego, then you have to stop and reassess the signs, because they've changed. All right, that's basically all I have to say with that. So let us go on with October 18th. The first card up is the Queen of Wands. And I sincerely hope what I just said a few minutes ago made sense. Queen of Wands. And she, as an energy, is an ending and a beginning, because she has the Ouroboros around her, which is the world snake that goes around in cycles. It encircles the earth. It bites its own tail. But it means cycles of time. She's also one. When I get that card, I also read it as somebody who can pull up information and just present it to you. She may not know the information before she gives it to you, but she will give you information that is going to be right. The 18th has to do with the Princess of Cups. The Princess of Cups she's the wise inner child. So with the inner child, it starts talking to you and going, you should pay attention to this. It's because you should pay attention to that. And if the inner child's coming up, and it's the wise inner child, it's not the one with the sword where she cuts it and you're going to do it regardless. She's going to prompt you. She's going to suggest. And what it will amount to is the Ace of Cups. It will change the way you think, and it will bring you into a form of happiness. But, this is the but, that's the hard part of it, but the Knight of Swords. You may have to change your mind in a hurry or quickly, because why? Because it will come up suddenly. There's an idea come up suddenly. Don't worry about it. You're going to be protected. It's not like you're not protected. It's like you are protected and can make these changes, and you should be fine. If you're not fine, then you made the wrong decision probably, which means you didn't come from your heart and you didn't do it authentically. And having said that, being authentic, it's very hard to do if you don't know who you are. So it's to your benefit to listen to the wise inner child, because the wise inner child will take you to a place where you are authentic. And it has to do with the wheel of fortune, which is another way of saying wheel of time. And not everybody will agree with me, but if you think about it, the wheel of fortune, it's not accidental. It doesn't happen by accident. It happens because you'd make a decision. And is it a lesson? Or is it authentically from your heart? And it's authentically who you truly are. So if you make a decision that society says, then you're going to get screwed, messed up. But if you make it from the heart, and it's not what society would suggest you do, but it will still be the right thing for you, then you're going to rise above what you were at. And the more authentic you are, the more you come from the heart, the easier life gets. So, and again, it's 8 of Swords. It's not easy. This is not a time of easy choices, because quite often most people do not know who they are, honestly. They think they know who they are. They think they're making the right decision all the time, but truthfully, not necessarily. Sometimes it's very difficult to make the right decision simply because you don't know the parameters. You don't know what you don't know. And with you think you're a certain way, but in truth you're not. It's not you. You don't know until you look at yourself and go, but that doesn't feel right. That doesn't sit well with me. Once you can do that, once you realize it doesn't sit well with you, then you will you'll let it go, because that's where you become more and more authentic. It is the Strength card is rising above the lower natural instincts, not natural instincts, but what we feel we are doing naturally. It doesn't mean it's right. It just means that the society has told us we're supposed to do this, so we do it. Okay, so the more we allow ourselves to be authentic, the Knight of Cups, the more support, more help we get. From whom? Well, first of all, from your inner self, and that's where you want it from, inner self. And even when you're talking to your guides, it is yourself that you're talking to. You're talking to a higher vibration of who you are. That's true, but it's still yourself quite often. And lately I've been helping people talk to their 5th dimension or 6th dimensional selves, and trying to get their information out to them. Okay, so this is a flash card. The Star, or Goddess energy, is very strong feminine energy for the 18th. Pay attention to it. Enjoy it. But at the same time, it's got masculine energy of how do you figure out what you want. You ask, you go look for the answer. All right, so it's so that goes with the balance, right? It's a very feminine energy, but you're using your intuition in a very masculine form, which creates a balance, the balance within you. Allow that balance to be part of who you are. And I'm going to stop here, and I apologize if I was a little bit I'm a little bit tired. I didn't sleep well again last night. Sleeping is not one of the things I do well, unfortunately. So I'm going to call it now, and namaste, namasko, and I love you, and you I do love.